You're watching EAC News. Thanks for joining us. The UN's top court for disputes between states on Wednesday, March 16th, has ordered Russia to immediately stop military operations in Ukraine, saying it was profoundly concerned by Moscow's use of force. The judges added that Russia must also ensure that other forces under its control or supported by Moscow should not continue the military operation.
Ukraine has filed its case at the International Court of Justice shortly after Russia's invasion began on February 24, saying that Russia's apparent justification that it was acting to prevent a genocide in eastern Ukraine is unfounded. In addition to disputing the grounds for the invasion, Kiev also sought emergency provisional measures against Russia to halt the violence before the case is heard in full. Although the court's rulings are binding, it has no direct means of enforcing them, and in rare cases, countries have ignored them in the past. During hearings earlier this month, Ukraine has said there is no threat of genocide in eastern Ukraine, and the UN's 1948 Genocide Convention, which both countries have signed, does not allow an invasion to prevent one. Russia has said it had skipped the hearings at the ICJ, also known as the World Court, in light of the apparent absurdity of the lawsuit. It later filed a written document arguing the court should not impose any measures. Russian President Vladimir Putin has described the invasion as a special military action needed to protect people who have been subjected to bullying and genocide, referring to those whose first of only language is Russian in eastern Ukraine.
The Russian Federation shall immediately suspend the military operations that it commenced on 24 February 2022 in the territory of Ukraine. The Russian Federation shall ensure that any military or irregular armed units which may be directed or supported by it, as well as any organizations and persons which may be subject to its control or direction, take no steps in furtherance of the military operations referred to in point 1 above. Both parties shall refrain from any action which may aggravate or extend the dispute before the court or make it more difficult to resolve. The court is acutely aware of the extent of the human tragedy that is taking place in Ukraine and is deeply concerned about the continuing loss of life and human suffering. The court is profoundly concerned about the use of force by the Russian Federation in Ukraine, which raises very serious issues of international law.